guys, it's Alyse here, and today I'm so excited to be talking about something called zero waste. Now, this is my first video ever about zero waste, and I didn't really plan it out. I kind of just want to ramble and share my thoughts about it, and also show you some of my new little goodies that I bought to try and keep my waste to a minimum. Let's see. I started to get interested in zero waste, which is a movement where people try and produce as little amount of waste as possible. I started getting into this about 6 months to a year ago. A couple months before I started hiking on the trail, I started to develop a bigger passion about it and was just kind of becoming more aware and seeing the waste that I was producing, seeing how often we filled up a bag of trash, me, Addison, and our roommate. And I just started to get more aware of it, and it piqued my interest, and I started to research how to live a zero waste lifestyle. So I started taking little tiny actions, just being more conscious of the foods that I was purchasing and just making little switches. Then I started hiking the trail. Everything changed, and it was very, very hard for me to deal with the change that happened. So just to give a little bit of background information, when somebody is backpacking, they want their backpack to be as light as they can get it. And that means it makes sense to bring with you more calorie-dense food that's as light and small as you can get it. So, for example, eating a granola bar in a package is a more logical decision for a backpacker than a piece of fresh fruit that's not wrapped in anything. During the time that I was on the trail, which was over 90 days, I was buying a lot of packaged food, buying peanut butter containers, sold in a plastic container. Whereas before I would have been getting glass and I would have been rinsing it out and bringing it to a recycling place in Hawaii. It was all of a sudden almost everything that I was consuming was in a package, in a wrapper, wrapped in plastic, and it was breaking my heart every single time I would go to purchase something. It made me sad because, like I said, prior to hiking the trail, I was starting to get a little bit more interested in living a low waste lifestyle, and it was I couldn't take action and align my actions with my beliefs. And that's one thing that I talk about so much on this channel with my own personal journey, is that it feels so good to align your actions with your beliefs, and when you can't do that, or when you are not doing that, that causes anxiety, it causes discomfort, it doesn't contribute positively to the world, and it's just not good in general. So here was one aspect of life that I wasn't aligning my actions with my beliefs for, and it was hard to deal with. So one of the very first things that I did when I got off of the trail was I ordered some reusable bags, and I want to show you what those are. Oh yeah, and one other thing, it's different being here on the mainland than it is in Hawaii, because Hawaii, they don't have plastic bags for you to use, so they just have big cardboard boxes, or you can use your own reusable bags when you're at a grocery store or buying anything, and they charge extra if you do need to get a bag. I don't think that they have plastic bags. At least none of the grocery stores that I went to in Hawaii had plastic bags. They would all have paper bags if you did want to pay extra for a bag. On the mainland here, bags are just totally thrown at you, double bagging for no reason. And that frustrated me every single time. And I always ask when I'm on the mainland, or I always say no bag is necessary, thank you though. And it just amazes me how I could buy one item of food in a grocery store and it's just involuntary almost. I mean, I'm sure it's standard procedure for them to put it in a bag, but I would always say sorry, no bag is necessary. I can carry it with my hands. So yeah, that was tough, and that led me to feel even more inspired to live a low waste lifestyle. So I'm diving into it, I'm taking you with me on my journey, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, there's going to be a little transition period where I'm not used to carrying bags like this around, and it's going to take some getting used to, but I'm really excited to condition myself in this way to being more green. I guess that's a simple way to put it. So let me show you what I got. I didn't get too many things, but I got this one little bag, trying to get the light proper, so it zips open and inside it's just like lined a little bit. So yeah, it's really cute, and it's actually from Etsy by Unshakable is what it's called. They have other patterns there. This is the one that I liked best, and I figured this would be great if I wanted to take like trail mix with me or any nuts or anything. So yeah, that's the first thing that I got. And then I got a package of 5 mesh bags. So I'll just show you. They're all the same size. Whoop. They're pretty big. Kind of equivalent to that size of plastic bag that's like on the roll at the grocery store that you pull down to put your produce in. So that's what I will be replacing with this guy. So they all have a little drawstring like that. So when I'm going to the store and I want to get plums or peaches or lemons or limes, they will go inside here and then they'll sit in my cart. And since these are so lightweight, I imagine that they can just weigh all of the fruit and maybe like take one out to scan it, but then weigh all of the fruit in here so it stays in there. So I have 5 of those, and I also bought a bundle of this to give to my mom so that she can kind of jump on board with this with me. So I got these from Amazon. I'm gonna put the link down in the description for, I think I'll try and find the links for all of these things. So the next thing that I got was this from Chico bag. Hold on, actually. Okay, so I actually have already showed you guys this in previous videos, but if you're new to my channel, this is from Chico bag also. It's got a little carabiner, and then it's attached to the bag that it's all like tucked into, and it's really big size, like at least in comparison to me. It's really big. Ta-da! So this is like my main shopping bag that I'll put all of these little things in with produce afterwards. So let me show you what's in here, because this is a little bit different than that big bag. So inside here came 3 little bags. So one of them, they're all drawstring too. One of them is part mesh and part like the same material as the big bag. I don't know what material it is. And then one of them is all that material. And then there's this one, which I think is my favorite out of all of them. I just really like the feeling of it. It's soft, I like the color. So that's that, and all of these fit inside of this little guy. So every time I go to the grocery store, I'll be bringing all of these with me. I'll show you, they're all out on the floor now. I'll be bringing those with me, and I have you guys balanced on my trash can, which is kind of funny because this video is about trash. Anyway, that's what I'm starting with. That's my first, I guess, step towards a zero waste lifestyle. I'm gonna stock up on mason jars too. I think my parents have quite a few extras here because I'm at my parents' house right now. But when I go back to Hawaii, I have quite a few, and I'll probably get more to hold like beans and rice and stuff like that Addison will probably be eating more of, but I'll have 2. So that's where I'm starting, and I'm really excited, and we will see how it goes. I'm sure there's going to be a couple things in the store that I'm used to buying, but they're in plastic. So I'll definitely keep note of those things and catch up with you guys afterwards. And I'll share with you my first little zero waste, or my first attempt of that food haul. So I'm going to head to the store now. Wish me luck, and I will see you soon. Okay guys, so I'm back from the store, and I've laid everything out behind me, and oh look, there's Hunter, and it was a success. Let me just straighten the camera out. Okay, so I managed to get almost every single thing without plastic. The 2 things that I got that did contain plastic was tofu. I got this guy, and then also a package of frozen pitaya, which is frozen dragon fruit for smoothie bowls. It's something that my mom asked me to get, and I also did want to get it. So I almost did it, but I want to just show you the rundown of everything that I did get, and then I'll talk for a little bit. So let's check it out. So this is pretty much going to be a 1 week food haul. Obviously there's some items in the kitchen that I already have, like rice paper, other things. Oh, did I forget the cashews? I forgot the cashews, but I have a whole bag this size of cashews. So I have a ton of limes and quite a few lemons too. I have a hard time drinking water, so I'm gonna be putting lime juice in my water. And then avocados, tomatoes. These are heirloom tomatoes, and they are so good looking. I got a variety of colors so that when I cut them up and put them in my salads, it's just like a nice little rainbow. I got a purple sweet potato. They didn't have any regular potatoes, and I thought it'd be fun to have that because I haven't had one since Hawaii. And then I got another container of coconut aminos. Me and my mother use that quite often. I got this, which I'll talk more about this later, but it's a chai tea concentrate. And then I just showed you the tofu. I got carrots instead of packaged carrots. I got them loose. And then I got 4 mangoes, 3 zucchini. This is a huge head of lettuce, huge. And then I got 2 heads of lettuce. There's another one in the bag right there. So that's that. And then I also got, hey Hunter, hey, what's up? I also got a case of bananas. They allowed me to split the box in half, so underneath here are more green bananas. These are more yellow. So that is everything. I'm pretty happy with the way that it went. I wish that there was a way to get tofu without packaging. I'll have to look around and ask around at the little tiny farmer's market, but I don't think that there's anyone like making homemade tofu. So I'm not sure what I'll do about that. I might omit it from my diet, or I might continue purchasing it. I'm not sure yet, but I'm really happy with the way that it went. Yeah, I just feel like this weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I want to tell you the story really quick. I should have said this in the beginning of the video about like when I first learned about zero waste and why I want to do it. About a year ago, I think, estimating, I watched a video called Plastic Paradise. And it was basically all about the amount of plastic that is going into our oceans and how much of it is like reusable, how much can be recycled and used again, and what's happening with it and what's happening to the marine life because of it. And I actually kind of want to watch it again to just like refresh my memory on all of it and just get even more passionate about this by watching it again. But it really rocked my world and it shook me up, and it made me eager to learn more about how to live a life without consuming plastic. And I let so much time go by, months and months and months, and about a month before I started hiking the Appalachian Trail, I started to get more passionate about it again and actually started taking action and being more conscious of my decisions, not getting packaged lettuce, but getting lettuce that's just out like this, and making other little switches in the things that I was purchasing. And then I started hiking the trail, and that was really, really tough for me to deal with the amount of packaged food that I was eating and kind of that I had to eat, because when you're backpacking, you're trying to consume food that is dense in calories, but light in weight and small in size. So when it comes down to it, the things that fit into that category are packaged items like bars and peanut butter and whatever. You can't really carry whole foods like this out on the trail. So I was getting a lot of packaged food, and every time I purchased it, it broke my heart, and it was not enjoyable to do that. And I just felt like I was going against what I really wanted to be doing, and it was creating a lot of tension and stress in my body, knowing that I was just using so much plastic and contributing to the world in that way rather than the way that I wanted to. So now that I'm off the trail, now that I'm done hiking, and now that I have the ability to use reusable bags and to buy fresh food like produce, I have the ability to not do that anymore and to contribute more positively to the world and to the oceans. So that's what I'm doing, and I feel like the part on the trail where I like really couldn't opt out. I like had to buy things that were in plastic in that specific situation, and of course I adapted and I did that, otherwise I would have starved. But the fact that I didn't have a choice was really hard for me. I think I've already said that, but that kind of made me more passionate about wanting to do this and wanting to dive into it and stop waiting, stop letting months go by before just giving it a shot. So that's what I'm doing, and as I said before, I'm happy with the way that it went, and I'm excited to share more details with you. My parents definitely don't have enough mason jars at their house for like the amount of nuts and I guess dried goods that we will accumulate over the weeks. So I'm going to be here for a couple of weeks, so I might get some more mason jars just to make it a little more convenient and make it convenient for my parents to continue on with shopping like this if they wish to after I leave. Yeah, so I guess that's it. The bags worked out really well, and I didn't really come to a point where I wanted to get something in plastic, although I have to say, one thing that I have been getting, one thing that's been like my little vice over the past couple of months on the trail is like the suja, I think that's the way you pronounce it, the little juices or like little containers of lemonade, and those are all packaged in plastic. So I did look at that section, and I was looking at multiple sections in the store and just realizing like, oh, this is all plastic. And I was kind of looking at it from a different perspective of like, I'm no longer going to be purchasing these things, and it was kind of bittersweet, like, oh, I'm ready to do this, but at the same time, like, I remember the comforting feeling of how nice it was to just buy that little lemonade and not think twice about it. So yeah, I guess that's it. I would love to hear your thoughts about what you think about this way of shopping, what you know about zero waste, if you know of any way that I could make tofu or something like that. If you have any advice for me, I guess. I just feel like a total noob, and I guess I feel like I'm kind of on both ends of the spectrum. I'm a noob and would love any advice, but at the same time I want to inspire anybody who has no idea about this to get educated, to watch the movie Plastic Paradise and any other zero waste documentaries or books or audiobooks or anything like that. Because it's just a good thing to contribute positively to the world, to the environment, and all that good stuff. So thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you being here with me on a new little journey of mine, and hopefully yours too. I would love it if you would share this video with anyone who you think might be interested in it, and I will see you in the next video.